Hi, this is Robert Hardy, and welcome to the Excelia Live Show. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you joined me. Whether you're watching the live or you're watching the review, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Excelia Live Show, and tonight we're going to continue talking about our topic that we've been talking about for the last few days. We've been talking about what's holding you back, what's holding me back, what's holding us back, what's holding most people in our society back, what is holding people back from achieving the goals and the dreams, from a living a life of of the ultimate, the American dream, so to speak. you know, well, Canadian dream, American dream, the same thing. I'm up here in Canada, so the American dream, right? What's holding people back, So we're gonna continue talking about that. We've been talking about that for the last few days. We touched about different things that have held people back. Things like procrastination, things like fear of procrastination. And also we talk about false belief. Yesterday we talked about the false belief. People have the false belief people have of themselves and the situation. Today we're going to talk about low self-esteem or low self-confidence. Either one, you can use either one. They're pretty much the same thing. So we're going to talk about how that also is another crippling a crippling thing on the inside of people that really holds people back from achieving their goals and their dreams, from pursuing the lifestyle that they know that they deserve, or the lifestyle that they truly want, So low self-esteem, low self-confidence, or low self-image, all the same thing. They all has a negative effect on all of us. I know I for one suffer from low self-esteem, from a kid growing up even into my adulthood. That was one of the things that I have to deal with, and is still dealing with in my own personal life. I had a low self-esteem of myself. Didn't think much of myself. Didn't think that I was worthy enough, deserving enough, and stuff like that. So I know from personal effect how this low self-esteem or low self-confidence can negatively affect you. It's all on the inside though. See, a lot of things that these kind of things that we're talking about here is all on the inside. It's not what's influencing the outside. It's all on the inside. It's things that's just inside of us. How we see ourselves, our false belief about ourselves, like we talked about yesterday. All of these things that's on the inside of us, our low self-image, or if you have a really healthy self-image of yourself, but it's all on the inside. When you look on the inside of you, if you look on yourself on the inside, you see yourself. How do you see yourself? What is it that you see of yourself and believe about yourself? That's how this low self-esteem can affect you. If you have low self-esteem, every time you look on yourself, you don't see a person who is a high achiever. You don't see yourself as a go-getter. You don't see yourself as a person who can live in a big mansion, drive the luxury car, or be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, $1 million earner. You don't see yourself as those kind of people, those kind of, achieving that kind of success, And so, why? Because of self-esteem of yourself, you don't think that you deserve that kind of thing. They don't think that you're worthy of those kind of things. You don't think that you have what it takes to have those kind of things, to live that kind of lifestyle, to be $1 million earner, to be, to be a successful business person and stuff like that. Low self-esteem can also cause depression and anxiety in a person's life, which is another thing that's also a mental thing. But these are some of the low self-esteem, the sort of the negative effect that low self-esteem can have in a person's life. It can lead to anxiety, depression. It can lead to fear. If fear, fear. So see, all these things are all tied into with each other. Can lead to fear of success, fear of failure, fear all sorts of different type of fear. It will low self esteem and let you be feel to feel. How am I trying to say? Low self-esteem will make you feel comfortable in an uncomfortable situation because you you don't think that you think that the uncomfortable situation that you're in, you deserve to be in it. So it helps to make you feel comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. What am I talking about when I say that? Let's say, for example, you're in an abusive situation. Someone is in an abusive situation. They've been abused either physically or emotionally, maybe by their husband or girlfriend or their wife or their or their wife or their boyfriend or whatever. Whatever the situation be. I mean, women can be just as abusive to their husband and boyfriend as much as men can be abusive to the wife and the wife and the girlfriend. So, either way, the abuse can go either way, and it has gone either way. So whether if you say in an abusive situation where you've been abused either physically or emotionally or even sexually, um, you know, but then you don't think you think that you deserve that. You don't think you think you deserve that. You don't think you make the low self-esteem will make you feel comfortable in that uncomfortable situation because you think you deserve it. You don't think you deserve anything better. Or you deserve the abuse that you get. Sometimes it's called because of the abuser make you feel that way, but a lot of it too can come from the inside. That's how this person sees himself, and that's that's the kind of person that the person tend to draw in their life. Talking about the law of attraction, touching on that a little bit there. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is the low self-esteem can have this kind of negative effect on a person even in those kind of situation, in abusive situation, where they're in an uncomfortable situation, but because they have such low self-esteem of themselves, they end up feeling comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. So and low self-esteem can have that kind of effect on a person. So it makes you have anxiety, depression, fear, you feeling uncomfortable in an uncomfortable situation instead of you doing what it takes to get out of that situation, that abusive situation, as I use that as an example. You just end up thinking, you end up being in the relationship thinking that you deserve it, and you don't deserve anything better than what you're getting. So those are kind of side effect of the negative effect of low self-esteem. But the reason why we're talking about this right today, because we're talking about things that hold people back, things that hold you back. They're like a train inside of you, or a shock, a burden upon your shoulder, or something that's burdening you down, that holds you back. And and the reason why we're touching on these things, because as I said in yesterday's video, you need to identify these things in your life. You need to identify the things that are holding you back so that you can deal with them. That's why we're talking about a different subject. That's why we talk about procrastination. We talk about fear. We talk about the false belief. Now we're talking about low self-esteem, or low self-image, or low self-confidence. You must identify these things in order to deal with them. You must identify these things that are holding you back. Sometimes we can go through life, right up into our 40s, 50s, 60s, and never really identify things that are holding us back from achieving the success that we know we can and deserve to achieve. And if you don't ever deal with them, you'll always be an issue in your life, all throughout your life. That's why you need to identify them and deal with them. And if you have low self-esteem in any area of your life, if you identify as if you can identify with what I'm saying when it comes to having a low self-esteem, if you can identify with it, some part of you can identify with it and say, yes, I can identify with having a low. I know for myself, I can identify with having low self-esteem. But so it's something you got to deal with. You got to get over that. You got to deal with them. All these issues are things you need to identify so you can deal with them, because until you deal with them, they'll always be problematic in your life. They'll always cause you to stumble. They'll always cause you to sabotage your own life, sabotage your own success, sabotage your every time you try to achieve something, sabotage yourself. It's almost like what kind of example can I give? Can I use? Uh, every time you go to you're working in this, you're working, you say you're starting a business or something. Every time you achieve some kind of level of success, you do something to mess it up. You do something to screw it up, to make it all fall apart again. And you keep repeating that over and over again in your life, in certain areas of your life. Every time you achieve a certain level of success, you mess things up. You do something to sabotage your own success. Why? And make things fall apart. Why? Because you don't think you deserve it. And that has something to do with, have something to do with your low self-esteem. Again, you got to identify these issues in your life. Now, I know not everybody suffers from low self-esteem. I'm not foolish enough to think that or believe that. Some people have really good, healthy self-esteem of themselves. But I know that a lot of people in our society today, a lot of people out there in the world, they do have this as an issue in their life. A lot of people. So, and I'm not foolish enough to think that nobody have this issue. See, so either way, I know there's a lot of people who have a healthy self-image of themselves, self-esteem of themselves. But I know on the other hand, to a lot of people, this is a big issue in their life. This is a big issue in their life. And you got to identify these things in order to deal with them, to get over them, to get past them, to get through them, to go on with your life, to achieve the success that you want to achieve, to make changes in your life. These are all part of the personal growth and development that we are on a journey. See, Excel Your Life is about people being on a journey of personal growth and development, changing your life from the inside out. Changing your life on the inside out, because only then you will see the results on the outside. That is a result of what changes have been done on the inside of you. See, as I said, a lot of these things like low self-esteem or a healthy self-esteem, it all starts on the inside. It's an inside issue. It's not an outside issue. It's not an outside appearance issue. It's all an inside issue. Things that you have to deal with on the inside of you, that you have to identify on the inside of you, that you have to deal with on the inside of you, that you have overcome on the inside of you. You have to build up a healthy self-esteem of yourself. And so you have to identify them in order to get over them and to deal with them. So, I'm gonna no, it's 30 minutes. It's okay. So I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end the video here mainly because of time. But I hope I've just said something that it will really help you, motivate you, inspire you in some way, shape, or form. In order to get over low self-esteem, you have to identify these things in your life. Whether it's procrastination, whether it's fear, whether it's false belief. And in today's topic, we're talking about low self-esteem. You've got to identify these things in order to get over them and get through them. Because only then you can as a pinpoint them and say, okay, I have this issue. Now, how do I get over it? Then you can do your necessary research. You can go online, do some research. How do you get over low self-esteem? How do you deal with these issues? What are some of the resources out there that they can use to get over this thing, to get past this thing, to deal with this thing? Only after you identify it, then you can then go and deal with it. Find the necessary help you need to get in order to get over it. Or if maybe next time I talk on this topic, maybe next time I talk on this topic, I'll have more suggestive resources that is out there available that I can share with you. So maybe next time I talk on this topic, I don't know when I'm going to talk on this topic again, but maybe next time I'll have more resources I can suggest to you of where you can go to get help in dealing with these issues, and so you can get over them and get past them and get through them, and so you can release the shackle or the burden that they are on your shoulder, the things that are holding you back, like a train that's tying you down. These are what these issues are. This is how it affects you. They're like shackles, a train that hold you back. That every time you try to pursue a certain type of lifestyle, pursue your goals and dreams, something always happening. It's kind of, you only can go so far, and that's it. It's like, it's almost like you come up against a wall, and you just can't seem to break through that wall or something. Why? Because something just keeps holding you back from achieving the success that you deserve. And these issues, you need to identify them in order to deal with them and get over them. So I hope I'm helping you guys identifying some of these issues as you watch these live videos and we talk about these different issues. I'm hoping I'm helping you to identify with some of these issues in your own personal life, so then you can then deal with it. Go out and find the necessary resources to help you get over these things. There's lots of resources out there that can deal with these different topics that we have talked about so far. On the internet, there's lots of different resources out there you can research and find to help you, like how to overcome procrastination, how to deal with fear, and we talked about that, how to deal with false belief that we talked about also, and now today we're talking about low self-esteem or low self-confidence, how to deal with those kind of things. There's lots of resources out there that you can research on and find things that can help you. But before you can do that, you need to identify them. You need to say, yes, this is an issue that I have in my life. Yes, this is the one area I need help in my life. Yes, this is something that I need to research and find out more of how to get over these things and get help with these things. Sometimes there's even clubs you can join, Procrastination Anonymous. There is clubs out there, Procrastination Anonymous, people who have procrastination as an issue in their life. There's actually clubs out there you can join, groups out there that you can join that, and that people come and talk about how big an issue procrastination is there in their life. But you will never know that until you can identify it, and also until you can do some researches on it. Then you can see you see the kind of resources that are out there available to help you overcome these issues in your life. Find out what it is that's holding you back, and find the help you need to get over them, to get past them, and to get through them in order for you to move on with your life, to achieve your goals and your dreams, to live the American dream, as we said that earlier in the video. So until tomorrow, I'm going to cut it off here. I hope you guys get something out of this. Hope I said something that will move you, inspire you in some way, shape, or form. I hope I said something that was helpful to you, and I hope that I give you some good advice in the area of you pinpointing these things in your life, and in so doing, going out and find the necessary help you need to get over these issues in their life. Just hold on 1 minute. I want to get my challenge for today. I should have already have it ready to go. So this is my challenge. I didn't read it the last couple of times, but I'm winning it today. This is the challenge to you. Let others lead small lives, but not you. Let others argue over small hurts, over small things, but not you. Let others cry over small hurts, but not you. Let others leave their future in someone else's hands, but not you. Let others settle where they are, but not you. Let others live a life of mediocrity, but not you. Let others stay in their comfort zone, but not you. Let others live their life in fear of the unknown, but not you. Let fear of failure and fear of success holds them back, but not you. Let others be content to add to the wealth of the graveyard, but not you. You be the one to rise up. You be the one to take a stand. You be the one to make changes in your life. You be the one to go after your goals and your dreams. You be the one. Again, just to guys make a couple announcements before I go. For those of you who live in my local area, in the greater Vancouver area of BC, Canada, if you're living in this local area where I live, please come out again. I have a date now. Please come out to the Excelia Live. Again, we're doing another live seminar for 2 hours on April 9th. April 9th. It's going to be the same place as Surrey Central Library. April 9th. It's going to be in the evening this time. It's going to be from 6:30 to 8:30. Just 2 hours, 6:30 to 8:30 on April 9th. So please, if you live in this area, please come out and support me. Please, I like to see your smiling face there. Again, it's going to be a free event. So come out and, just for those 2 hours, it's a Monday night, April 9th, a Monday evening. Just come out, please, and hopefully see you guys there. It's going to be a life-changing experience. So I hope to see you guys there. And also, just for the announcement of my book, I'm still working on my book publishing, getting my book publishing, and I'll keep you guys up there. Just know that it's something that I am working on. Okay, and as things go on, I'll give you guys more an update. But just know that it's working. It's a work in progress. So so hopefully I get to have more of a final news when the book will come out pretty soon. So anyways, thanks everyone for joining me. Let me give a shout out here. Roger, thanks you. Fox Freedom, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you guys joining me in my live video. And hopefully you guys will tune in tomorrow night for as we continue to talk about what is holding you back. We have talked about our final issue that we're going to be talking about the fear of rejection. The fear of rejection. A lot of people have that as an issue in their lives. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow, and hopefully you guys will tune into that and join me. I'd love to see you there. Love to see you on my live video tomorrow. Please stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you guys take care of yourself. God bless you. I love you. Peace.